Hey Poke Trainers, here we are again with another top 5. We were looking at Generations 3, the Hoenn Region. These games were a lot of fun. So I never actually played the originals, so why am I saying they're fun? Because I actually played the remakes, Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. I love playing these games. Probably played them back in 2017, so some nostalgia really hit me hard when I was going through this, looking at the top 5 Pokemon. A lot of fun to play. Emerald was probably by far one of the most fun games people enjoyed playing. There's probably some other ones, I guess, depending on who you ask it, and everyone's got their own opinion. So that's why I'm doing this, because I got my own opinion. But anyways, guys, the games were a lot of fun. The Pokemon are awesome. So starting at number 5, here we go, guys. We've got Altaria. I love this Pokemon. It is a beautiful looking Pokemon. It is called the humming Pokemon because it has such an elegant voice. People love to hear it sing and chirp, I guess. I don't know, maybe that's what Pokemon do. They chirp or whatever. Anyways. In order to get Altaria, you need to have a Swablu, and Swablu is a fairly common Pokemon. I can't remember exactly where. Let me see here, guys. Route 114 in the Hoenn region. 114 and 115, fairly common Pokemon in Swablu. Easy to level up as well. You don't have to do anything crazy like trading or special stones or anything like that. All around easy Pokemon to get, all around easy Pokemon leveling up. It is a dragon and flying type, so pretty cool dual typing there as far as resistance and stuff like that. But nothing too crazy in stat-wise. It's decent, but it's a pretty cool looking Pokemon, a nice looking Pokemon, a beautiful looking Pokemon, and has a beautiful voice. So number 5, there it is. Going into number 4, guys, we had another dragon type. Are you ready for this? Salamence. This guy is the epitome of dragon. When I think dragon, I think Rayquaza, and then I think Salamence. I mean, who doesn't think Rayquaza? But Rayquaza is beautiful. We're not talking about Rayquaza. That's another video. We got Salamence right here, guys. I love the way Salamence looks. Very, very cool Pokemon. I remember seeing this for the first time in the game. I was just like, I need this Pokemon. How do I find this Pokemon? Well, let me tell you. You need to go to, I believe it's not Mount Pyre. It's Meteor Falls. That's right. So you need a Pokemon that knows Surf and Waterfall. So it's a little frustrating because you get there early, but you can't actually get Bagon yet. You have to come back later. But once you're able to get Surf and Waterfall, you can find Bagon. It's a little bit rare, so it might take a little while to find them. But there's a couple different rooms that you can kind of hunt for. So once you're able to get your Bagon, kind of, you know, nothing too crazy. You just got to level them up. I think it's like level 50 or something like that, or maybe even higher. But those big, powerful Pokemon, they always take a little while to level up and get that final evolution. Cool thing about Salamence is that Bagon and Shelgon do not have wings, and it is said that these little Pokemon dreamt so much of having wings that they literally dreamt wings into existence for themselves. That's what the Pokedex says, at least, so that's pretty cool. But going into our number 3, guys, we have a beautiful Pokemon, literally known for beauty. It is a water-type Pokemon of Milotic. This thing is awesome looking. It is beautiful. Generation 2 introduced happiness. Generation 3 introduced beauty as a stat. So it's kind of like those hidden stats or whatever. You can use the Pokénav in the game to actually see the stat of the beauty. You need to raise its beauty up to 170 in order to evolve Phoebus into Milotic. Now, this is the frustrating part. In order to get yourself a Phoebus, you have to go and hunt for this thing. So Generation 1, in order to get certain Pokemon, you had to trade them, right? Remember that? Yeah, that whole thing. Generation 2 kind of expanded on that. Like, okay, you got to trade this Pokemon. It's got to hold something. Well, Generation 3 is like, well, we're not going to do the trading as much, but we're going to make it even more frustrating. So Phoebus can only be found in Route 119. You need a Pokemon with Surf. You don't need a Pokemon with Surf, but you probably do. So you can fish along the coastline. You can use a old, good, or super rod. And in Route 119, there is only 6 squares where Phoebus can actually spawn. So you have better luck actually surfing and going through all these squares, you know, one by one. So your person in the game is only on 1 square at a time. So when he moves to another square, it's another square, blah, blah, blah. So there are only 6 squares with Phoebus, and of course you can tell that this is going to be a frustrating task, to say the least. So once you're able to find a Phoebus, you can actually sit there and keep fishing and catch several Phoebus. So later gameplays, you can probably just trade another Phoebus to you instead of going through this whole thing. It's a nightmare. And just shiny hunting for this thing, I can only imagine. Oh my goodness. Anyways, guys, that is how you get yourself a Phoebus, and of course, you know, raising the beauty up to, I think, 170 beauty stat, you'll be able to evolve it into a Milotic. But it is a beautiful Pokemon, guys, known for its beauty. Number 2, maybe not exactly known for its beauty, but known for its smarts, we have Metagross. This is a Steel and Psychic type Pokemon. I love this Pokemon. Steven actually owned this Pokemon in the game, and you get to battle it a couple times. And man, I remember seeing this thing. Super, super cool, guys. Metagross is a very neat Pokemon. It is called the four-legged or the iron-legged Pokemon, I believe. And this thing actually has 4 brains, which I guess gives it that psychic type ability because it's super smart or something. I don't know. But anyways, guys, this Pokemon really spoke to me as a kid. The thing was super cool. I guess maybe not really as a kid. As a teenager, I guess. Young adult. I don't know. How old was I in 2017? It's a long time ago. Anyways, guys, super cool Pokemon. That's what I'm hitting at here. So, very, very cool. Very cool Mega Evolution. Very cool shiny. We're not really going to dive deep into those things. Most of these Pokemon here are actually Mega Evolved, except for Milotic. But again, it's for another video. It's for another, more talking. Generation 3 didn't actually have Mega Evolution. Came in around Generation 6, I believe. But anyways, guys, got some honorable mentions before we hit that number 1. We are looking at Gardevoir and Medicham, guys. Gardevoir is known as the embraced Pokemon. Probably could easily be on several people's top 5. It's a very well-liked Pokemon. Beautiful, elegant type of Pokemon. The evolution line is really cool as well. For me personally, I like Galade a little bit better as far as, these other top 5. I just couldn't quite put it on that top 5. But still, guys, very, very nice looking Pokemon. Medicham, you can't really use this Pokemon until later in the game if you're able to find it. Meditite, or I don't think you can find Medicham, but Meditite is on Mount Pyre, and not really beneficial to have in your team. They're better fighting type Pokemon, there's better psychic type Pokemon, but I like this Pokemon a lot. I like the design of it, and in Pokemon Go I use Medicham a ton in the Great League for battling, which is pretty cool, guys. So, going into our number 1, guys, we have by far the coolest Pokemon for me personally, Absol. I love Absol. The way this thing looks is just super cool in my opinion. It's got this little emo thing going with the hair kind of in the eyes. If this thing was black, totally be emo. Mega Evolution gives it like a little bit more hair, a little bit bigger horn and tail and stuff like that. Even gets wings. I mean, how emo is that? But this Pokemon is so cool, guys. I love the way it looks. Not exactly the best attacker or defense or speed or anything like that. It's kind of like that mid-tier Pokemon, but I don't care. It's a dark type Pokemon. It's on my team every single time. I love this Pokemon. I can never get enough Absol. So many awesome Absol looking Pokemon cards as well, guys. It's just a fan favorite. It's one of my favorites. Easily a top 5 Pokemon for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. That is concluding this video. Comment if you would change anything in my top 5. Comment me your top 5. I want to interact with you guys. Let me know. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.